Live. Sorry I'm late. I went to get some gas in at Walmart, and then I had to get some gum out. I don't know if you guys use that gum out in your cars. Ooh, look, there's an airstream behind me. I have to film that airstream too. Let me turn the camera. I also wanted to show you we're getting an IHOP over there, but now there's an airstream behind me. Let me turn around and film the airstream. And also, I drove around Uvalde to check on the storm damage, but it's pretty much done. They cleaned it up. It has been a day and a half. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing? Got that airstream in there. Oops, going down the wrong way. Don't make somebody mad. And I was going to show you that we're getting a IHOP. Good afternoon, Jimmy. How you doing? Look at that. Oh, don't make somebody mad again. Look at that. We got an IHOP. Everybody getting gas, I guess. So I was going to film some of the storm damage we had, but it's been all cleaned up. And I don't think we really got too much. What I saw on Facebook is maybe some downed trees, some big downed trees, and then I believe we also had some power lines down. That's about it. What I'm gonna do is though drive to Sabinal, and they supposedly got a tornado over there. The mayor of Sabinal applied for disaster relief, and we actually know the mayor of Sabinal. We actually know his parents, and we know him too. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Did you guys get any storm damage? So we're gonna go down to Sabinal and check on it. We actually know the name. Let me go back. We actually know the mayor. We actually know his parents. That's how old me and Kathy are getting. We know the parents, mayor. The mayor's parents. I had it backwards. Mayor's parents, and we remember when he was a little kid. And now he's the mayor. He's a young mayor though. Let's see. It looks like. Hey, how you doing? All things pink and possible. Thank you for coming in. Getting some flooding. It looks like Kevin had some flooding. We were really blessed that we didn't get nothing bad. I did hear of a lot of downed trees. Power lines were down. I mean, we're getting some lightning that was like instantaneously, the lightning and thunder at the same time. That's when you know that lightning is right on top of you. And I believe that the lightning hit the power lines or the houses next to us, because their power went out pretty much all night. That's 2 nights ago. It wasn't last night. Last night is when I think it started in Hondo and San Antonio. They got hit. I don't have an arrow here. There we go. 2 cars. Okay, so we are going to go up to Sabinal and see how they're doing. It is a drive to get to Sabinal, so I think maybe a 15-minute drive. You guys can hang out with me 15 minutes. If you can't, that's fine. Maybe somebody else will come hang out with me. I think over to the right, we had a building that got knocked down by so-called straight winds. Sometimes those straight winds are just as bad as a tornado. The snap-on truck's gonna stop. Snap-on truck's gonna stop at Atkinson's Auto Parts. Yeah, so up here, I think it's probably to the right, after that big billboard. Straight winds knocked down that whole building. So yeah, 30. And that was like about a month ago or a couple weeks ago. See, not here. right about after this billboard. So the building's not even there. They tore it down. You can see a little bit of rubble up there. They tore that down. So we're gonna go up to Sabinal. There supposedly they had a tornado there Tuesday night, maybe. And I know there's a tornado. Oh, the tornado in Sabinal hasn't confirmed, I guess you want to say. But they had a tornado down there, and there's a lot of damage, supposedly. Because I'm just looking what I can see on Facebook, and I'll go up there and drive around and check on it. But last night, around San Antonio, they had a confirmed tornado. So I turn this a little bit more center. Because they had a confirmed tornado by San Antonio, actually below Wimberley, and they said they actually saw it on the radar. They saw debris on the radar, but I haven't really heard anybody saying they have video of the actual tornado. Might have been at night too, so you never know. They might not have. They might not have been able to film it. And San Antonio got hit by a lot of rain last night. I think it was over 6.5 inches. So I'm gonna say 6 to 7 inches in San Antonio. Probably some parts got 7. And there's one video, you can go on KSAT. That's the channel that I watch, KSAT News. One video shows one crossing. They had 18 cars knocked off the road and into the water. 4 were dead, and they're just wondering about the 18 cars. I think it's 18 or 13 cars. The 18 cars, we'll just call it 18. The 18 cars in the water, they want to know, they want those people to come forward and let them know about what happened, because if they don't, then they gotta look for about maybe 15 more people that were in the water, I guess. I think that the 4 people that died might have been out of the same car. Oh, what we got up here? Let's see. Got the police right there on the side. Let me go over here to get over to the left. That's the law in Texas. If you see the cops right there with their lights on, you need to move over. So I don't know what that was about. It says workers ahead. Yeah, they got a lot of cops. These are all county police. Let's see what's going on up here. Okay, it's slowing down, I think. Okay, we might have just found our first damage. Doing? Yeah, this is a bunch of, it looks like the electrical people. Yeah, I'm guessing it was a power line down up here, maybe. Let me turn my hazards on. So I'm guessing all that was maybe power lines down. They had a lot of police out here, though. Looks like it's mostly, city cops, county. Yeah, there's one DPS right there. So it looks like maybe they had power lines down right there. So that's, I didn't think I'd see that. So that's some of the damage. Let's see, get up. It's flooding some areas of town. Yeah, Kevin said some areas, Kevin's in San Antonio, so he would know more than I do. Kevin said, oh look, there's a power line, there's a telephone pole down right there. Yeah, so all these telephone poles lines are down. Got a rock hit me. Okay. So that's the first thing we found is some power lines. I thought we weren't going to really find anything. Look, here's another one down right there. See it to the right? Right to the right. That power line's down too. Or that power pole. And I didn't get to the other lane because there's a truck right next to me. If that truck wasn't like right next to me, I'd have moved to the other lane. So that's already a couple telephone pole, power lines. We call them telephone pole lines. I don't think they're telephone poles anymore. I don't think there's no such thing as telephone poles anymore. Those are more power lines, I guess. So we had 2 power lines down already on this trip to check out damage. Hey Todd, I was just checking out the storm damage we had. Of course, our storm damage is from Tuesday night. San Antonio got hit. The San Antonio area got hit pretty hard last night. So far, we drove by 2. We had the police all over the highway and utility crews working on power lines. I've seen it like at least 2 or 3 poles down. So we're coming into the town of Canepa. I didn't think I was going to see any damage this close to Uvalde. And of course, before I turned on the video, I drove around Uvalde to see if I could find any damage. I really didn't find any damage in town, but I did know it. This happened about Tuesday night, so that's a day and a half ago. So they pretty much cut down everything. I've seen some city workers cutting down some trees, but it is mostly smaller branches. Some of the Facebook posts I've seen from Sabinal, from the mayor, is large trees and some structure damage, and no water in the Frio River in Canepa yet, so we didn't get, there wasn't enough rain to fill up the Frio in Canepa. So let's see, flooding, some areas got to, hey Todd, okay. So this is Canepa, and I'm looking around to see anything. There was no tornado confirmed in, well, that's all smoking, but I think they tore that down themselves. There's no confirmed tornadoes around Uvalde or Canepa. The mayor of Sabinal, which we know, is saying that there could have been a possible tornado around Sabinal. So we're going to go up there and drive around there and see if we can see anything. I did bring my small electrical saw, because I did see, and I think that, yeah, I did see on one of the cameras at my mom's house, there's a limb down in Hondo, and the caregivers and my mother called and said there's a limb down. Hopefully it's a small limb. I can't really see how big the limb is because the camera is inside the house, and I can rotate it, but all I can see is out a window, and I do see a branch by a window down, so I don't know how big it is. So I'm gonna go up there, and I got my small electrical saw. I'll try to cut it down with that. If not, I think I have a little bigger electrical saw at my mother's house that I could use. I don't think it's my small electrical saw is battery powered. The one at my mom, you plug it up to the wall, to the outlet. So we'll see how that goes. So this is probably another, what do you think, from Canepa to Sabinal, maybe, I don't know, maybe 15 miles? Should be maybe about 10 minutes. I'm doing 75, so probably 10 minutes to get there. If you guys can hang on, if you got nothing else to do, watch me drive to Sabinal. Might be a lot of damage there. From what I've seen from the mayor's post on Facebook, there's a lot of damage. Oh, you cooked a nice steak for lunch. Man, Todd, I was just thinking about that. Somebody was asking about, because I went and got brisket the other day. Somebody was asking about the best steak I ate. And really, I couldn't remember the best steak I ate. I should buy steak and cook it on my own, because, you know, that's probably the best steak you could eat, is one that you bought and cooked yourself. But when they asked me about that, I was thinking about, well, what was the best steak I ever ate at a restaurant? And since I have that thinking of that, the best steak is you can cook at your own house. I really don't go out and eat steak. But then I remembered we went to, where did we go to? Close to Abilene. We went to Abilene State Park, but Abilene State Park isn't in Abilene. It's like maybe 20, 30 miles, maybe 20 miles south of Abilene. And there's a small, kind of famous restaurant out in the middle of nowhere. The town's called Buffalo Gap, and Buffalo Gap is maybe a couple hundred people. But that's the famous steakhouse out there, and you can Google it. It's a famous steakhouse in Texas, and it's out in the middle of nowhere, Buffalo Gap, Texas, and it's called Perini's. So I did have a steak at Perini's, and I'll tell you right now, that is the best steak I have ever had at a restaurant. And I can't remember what kind of steak I had. So I'm going to have to go back and watch that video, and hopefully I said what kind of steak I ate. But that was the best steak I ever ate at a restaurant. And I believe they have their own cattle ranch. So, and I know they had their own butcher shop in town, because I think I bought some chili from them. They made their own chili. I don't know if they had buffalo. I don't think so. It's called Buffalo Gap, but I don't think there was any buffaloes involved. But I went in town, and they have their own butcher shop. And actually, you could, if you like the steak so much, you don't have to. That's why I think they have their own butcher shop. You don't have to go to the restaurant and have them cook it for you. You could get it raw and take it home and cook it and save some money. So I'm pretty sure they have their own butcher shop. They butcher their own cattle, and it's a ranch out there. But I do recommend Perini's. It is expensive, and they charge you for every single thing. So you're usually most people are expecting you get the steak and then everything's included. But no, when you go to Perini's, you're gonna pay a good price for the steak. But if you want like a potato or green beans or whatever, the sides, you pay for the sides too. So it could add up. So if you want to save some money, just eat the steak and that's it. I don't know how much, I can't remember what the sides were or how much they charged. I did order some sides because I thought, well, this is a once in a lifetime thing, and it was worth it. I don't think my steak and all that went over $50. It might have been. I don't know. But that's a good place to go, Perini's. If you're ever out there by Buffalo Gap, Texas, Perini's Steakhouse. I do recommend it. Let's see. Todd's talking about his steak. He just cooked one. So Jimmy is saying cooking cornbread. Ooh, cornbread. Cornbread beef for the first time now. Oh, corned beef. Yeah, I eat corned beef. I like corned beef. And then let's see. That's Jimmy who said that. And then Todd is saying, I think I could go fully carnivore and be fine. I'm almost there already. I don't think I could go fully carnivore because I get stopped up. If I go full carnivore, I'm going to have to be drinking a lot of Metamucil. I should have maybe put a disclaimer on that. Disclaimer, graphic material. Yeah. I need some vegetables just to move everything around down there. Okay, so we're coming up to Sabinal. Sabinal. And this is where they said they got a lot of damage Tuesday night, and of course it's already Thursday afternoon. So they might have already cleaned it all up. As for maybe the down trees, I'm expecting they might have cleaned it up. The buildings, I think I've seen a couple buildings that were damaged, so they might still be down there. I don't don't want to really film anybody's house or nothing, but maybe we'll just drive by and see what's going on. And then I know an old gas station outside of Sabinal, supposedly that caved in. So I'll probably be able to film that one since it's not anybody's house. I still don't feel comfortable filming people, so we'll just see how it is. Looks like there's some trees broken right there. We just drove by. Coming right into Sabinal now. We're gonna cross over the Sabinal River in a minute. I'm gonna slow down. Let's see. Todd saying I take fiber capsules every morning. There you go. HEB capsules much cheaper than vitamin B, so work great. Okay, so we're going over the Sabinal River right here. Looks okay so far. I don't see too much damage. We're on the edge of town though. Let's see. This is an old house they're trying to sell over here to the right. Trying to sell that old house and the property for $1 million. I don't think it's worth $1 million, but it might be worth $1 million to somebody. Okay, here's a little damage right here. There's a tree down right there, or no, it looks like they trimmed it all up. Maybe it's already down. Yeah, you can see a lot of, they trimmed all these trees because it looked like there's a lot of damage. Let's see. Oh, there's a big tree knocked down over there. I might go over there and look at that. It's to the left. I might go back if I don't see anything else. Let's see. Here's some more damaged tree limbs. Oh, here you go. Look at that. To the right, there's a big old tree knocked over. Okay. So I might go back to that. Here's some more trees to the right that's knocked down. To the left, that's a big old uprooted tree. Looked like they sawed it all down already. Here's the old Methodist church. It looks like it's okay. Yeah, so I'm going to take a right, and then we'll go back to what I saw. Oh, there's a nice travel trailer right there. Yeah, you could tell something happened. Look at all the debris right here. You can see all the debris in the street. Oh, look up there. I'm not going to go all the way to where they're working on those power lines, but I'll go close to it. Yeah, something happened here. Everybody got debris in their yard. Up there, it looks like they're working on power lines, so I'm going to leave them alone. Turn right here. And look at right here. See all this? See all this debris on both sides of the road? You got trees cut down. Ooh, you didn't see that? That tree fell on that house right there. Okay, so there's a tree broken over to the right by that travel trailer. More damage out here. Yeah, every little house has a... Ooh, that's a nice house. I actually never been back here. If you look at every single house has a pile of tree branches cut up. And like I said, it's already been a day and a half, so everybody probably just cut everything up. I don't actually see any structural. There's a guy on a tractor moving a lot of tree branches. I don't actually see a lot of structure damage, so that's good. Oh, there's somebody's... I keep seeing stuff and I'm passing it, but I seen somebody's privacy fence knocked down. We got a 4-way stop here. And he doesn't want to go, so I guess I'll go this way. Because I already see some branches knocked down over here. It looks like that fence started falling over too, that Texas Tech fence. There's a nice little house over here. Yeah, you could see it. There's just like, even looking at, if you just look at the road, you can see all the debris on the road. Let's see. HEB used to have. I ain't gonna say that, Todd. Raining here now. Rain predicted every day through the next 2 days. Yeah, so I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna cross 90 right here because I can see more branches knocked over down there. I'm gonna check the other side of town and see how that looks like. So yeah, I can see right across the street there's a whole bunch of branches knocked down and everything. So I'm gonna check that out. So yeah, you can see like, yeah, they had some damage right here. Most of it's small limbs, but you can tell this one right over here to the right, it had some larger limbs there. This looks like pecan. That's good firewood right there. Wonder if they're gonna throw all this wood away. That pecan wood's good firewood. So let's see what's happening over here. I don't see much going on over here. So I'm going to take a right. Looks like everything's okay over here. Oh, I'm driving real slow because I thought I had my mount on the magnet. It kind of falls sometimes when it's on the magnet on rough roads, but I actually got clipped onto the dash with a clip, so that'll hold it. There's some more branches down. There's a couple big limbs in there. So I don't really have to worry about the camera falling off, so move a little bit faster. Let's see. Raining, and Todd says, Jimmy, I was looking at your channel. It seems like you are quite a fisherman. New sub. Yeah, that is a good channel. Talking to him about his I like his neck mount. He mounts his camera on his neck, and then so it's right there up in front of his face, and he could fish. And said it's kind of hard to look down at the chat, but you get the kind of point of view from where he's throwing the lures and stuff, and he could kind of catch some of the chat, not all of it, but some of it. Okay, there's some more branches and debris right here. Looks like there's a trailer. Now let me catch up with that trailer. It looks like that trailer just hauled off a whole bunch of debris. Let's see if I can catch up with it. Potholes here. Let's see where that trailer goes. There he is. Yeah, so you could tell that trailer just hauled off a lot of debris right there. So I don't know what that's all from. There's a lawnmower in there. I think this guy's picking up scrap metal. That's probably what he's doing. But it's probably from all the damage in town. Let me see if it'll let me go around. Oh, now he's gone. Oh, there's a car right there. Yeah, I think he's just picking up scrap metal, but looks like some of it might have been from the storm. Huh. Well, I haven't really seen a big amount of damage. Just a lot of, yeah, look over here. You got some more wood. Big old chunks of wood right there. Yeah, you can tell every house has a little pile of wood. So I'm gonna go up here to the school. Oh, there's a tree knocked down over there. Go up to the school and then get back on Highway 90. I know there's a old gas station that got knocked down from the storm. I'm gonna check that out. Oh, there's that fence knocked down over there. school. I think it's high school. I think it's all together, high school and elementary. No, I think it's the high school. The high school's over, yeah. The elementary school is to the left, and I think the high school is right in front of me. So this is Sabinal High School. Looks pretty nice. It's older high school. Looks like they take good care of it though. So I'm gonna get over here and get back on this road, and then get back on Highway 90. Then we'll go down to that gas station and check that out, and that'll probably be the last thing we'll look at. Everybody got the branches out in the road. Looks like the city park got a little bit damaged, tree damage. That's about it. Looks like their pavilion's okay. Yeah, they got some branches down in there. Looks good. Looks okay. So I'm going to take a right up here. And this road, I'm not sure what it's called, but if you take this road coming from San Antonio, you take this road to Garner Park right here. I'm going to take a right up here, and then we'll get up to Highway 90, and then we'll go. We'll go check out that gas station. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of just a lot of branches down. Nothing real bad so far. A lot of branches down though. It's everybody seems like they got a big pile of branches in front of their house. Yeah, walking. I thought I knew that guy. I don't know him. Oh, there's a building that fell down right there. Past it. Some of these buildings are just old though. You slow down and look like the police right there. Oh, no, that's a city worker. Let's see. Looks like everything, the old beer garden's still good. I think the beer garden turned to a bed and breakfast now. Looks like everything down the middle of town's okay. Oh, some of those boards fell out that window right there. Oh no, it looks okay down the middle of town. Over the train tracks. Okay. Now, as you can see, way in front of me, you can see all the utility workers out there. You can see that big old crane out there. That's where we were a while ago. Left here, and we're back on Highway 90. Then we're going to go up to this gas station here. I'm trying to remember where it's at. It might be another 10 miles out of town. I think it's after the rest stop. Yeah, it's after the rest stop. So the rest stop's probably like 10 miles, and then another couple miles, and we'll get to that. Okay, there's some damage to the left to one of those buildings. It looked like the roof peeled up a little bit. There's an RV park right here to the left, and then there's Nora's Tacos over here to the right. Looks like they're all okay. Okay. So it wasn't too bad, but there's a lot of branches down, and probably a lot of roof damage where you can't really, roof damage, you can't really see it until you get up on top of the roof. So I'm thinking, oh, there's a tree down. So I'm thinking there's a lot of just tree damage, roof damage. I appreciate that, Todd Saw. Thanks for trying to make a little channel. Yeah. Let's see. Todd says I'll sub back as well, Todd. Hopefully it turns out okay. Okay, it's just Todd and Jimmy talking back and forth. So I'm going to go up here another about 10 miles and check out old gas station. Yeah, there's that billboard right here. You can tell, yeah, it got tore up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that billboard got knocked down. That's where they'd advertise the wild hog catching contest. You don't know, Sabinal has a wild hog catching contest every year. Yeah, you can even see some trees down on the side of the road going this way. Supposedly there's a tornado around here. There's a tornado. It's probably out here outside of town. See a lot of branches broken on the side of the road. Gas station and see if there's any damage. There's a branch in the middle of the road right there, or on the side of the road, not middle of the road. Got these little creeks right here. Let me see if there's any water in it. Can't tell too many branches. It didn't look like there's water in there. See up in front of us the big clump of trees in the middle of the road, the growing trees. It's not damaged trees. That's where the rest stop is. And then probably another mile or two past that rest stop is the old gas station. One of our friends posted it, I think yesterday morning maybe, that it caved in, or one of the things up there caved in, so go up there and check that out. We got this little creek. It usually gets water in it when it rains. East Elm Creek. Yeah, it's full. That one got water, but I think it kind of dams up right there, and they have a little water pond, or ponds up right there, and maybe the cattle drink out of it. I don't know. So this is the rest area. I've done a video, live stream out here. I kind of want to take our travel trailer out here and do a boondocking video. Maybe when it cools off a little bit, I'll pull the trailer out here and just do an overnight video, show you how to boondock. Let's see, live with Misty. Hey Misty, how you doing? I just watched your video of the damage you got the tornado and storms you got last night in San Antonio. Check out Misty's channel. Her channel's pretty good too. Looks like the rest stop's okay. I don't see any damage there. They reported they thought there might have been a tornado out here around Sabinal, between Sabinal and maybe D'Hanis. So I just came out here, just checking it out. Plus I have to go to my mom's house and care for her today. Her caregivers aren't there today, so I'm going to be her caregiver. Let's see, hello everyone in chat. Yeah, that's Misty. She does daily vlogs. Check her out. Pretty interesting. I don't get to watch her every day, but I probably watch her several times a week, or at least a couple times a week. So we're coming up to the gas station right here. It is an old abandoned gas station, and we had a friend put on Facebook that it caved in from the tornado / storm or whatever. So let me slow down and turn here, and we'll check it out. Hopefully nobody runs. Yep, it did cave in. Yep. Oh boy, it did cave in. Yeah, here you go. Well, in fact, it didn't cave in. It looks like, if I'm looking at this right, it looks like that white thing right there, and with the pole sticking up, it looks like that was the cover to the old gas pumps in front of the gas station, and it looks like it flipped it. Doesn't it look like that? Huh. Well, I actually got my gimbal, so I'm probably going to go out here and look at it. I'm going to pull the phone off the... I'm going to pull the phone off the thing, and then we could go look at it. And I'll walk up there and... let's see. It used to be called... Yeah, I stopped here before. Okay, guys, forgive me. I'm going to move the camera, or the phone. So, it's going to... There you go. Oh, that's pretty cool. Didn't go that bad. Then I'm going to put it on my gimbal. Hopefully not... You won't get too dizzy looking at it. And we'll go up there. There you go. Okay. So we're going to go up here and look at this damage. Oops. No, I've been doing that lately. I've been turning off my car with it still in gear. I need to stop that. Okay. So I'm thinking this used to be, let me see where it used to be. Looks like this flipped over. Trying to figure out where it came from. So I think I see where it came from, I guess. So you could tell that used to be, let me get in the shade real quick because I can't see the chat. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I can't see hardly any of the chat. I'm not subscribed to Misty. Howdy, Misty. Yeah, subscribe to Misty. If she's in San Antonio, so it's local with us, our local YouTubing group. I used to call, yeah, okay. So Kevin said this used to be called the Perry Stop. So what I'm thinking is, as you can see, this is upside down. If you look at the, you can see the words on that post. It's upside down. So that had to come from over here. So I'm thinking it was right here. I guess maybe right in there. So I'm guessing that it was right here, and the wind caught it and flipped it up over there. See on this side too. So yeah, so I'm thinking that's the other part where it has two posts, so I'm thinking the other post was right in there, and then that wind or straight line wind or tornado caught it and flipped it over there. Yeah, this place has been abandoned for a while. Let me catch on this side. Yeah. It's a little bit better over here too. You can see the whole thing, I guess, from over here. So that thing right there used to be attached to this thing down here, and then the pumps used to be right here. And then, you know, this was just the cover to when you get your gas and everything. So the wind caught it, picked it up and flipped it on top of the actual building, the gas station building over there. So this is where the pumps were, and that was just the cover to the pumps. And then where it landed is the actual gas station where you paid. So yeah. So that's what happened here. Huh. Everything else looks okay. It's just weird that it just picked that up and flipped it. And the building is okay. I mean, the building's been abandoned for a long time, but you'd think the building would have caught some damage too. And let me get closer to it so you can kind of see. Yeah. You see where it bent it up? It bent it all up right there. Oh well. Let's go back to the car. I'm gonna look at some of the chat. I can't really. I don't know if you guys can't see your chat when it's like real bright like it is now. Can't see the screen. Going back to the old car. Okay, there we go. Back in the car. Let me read the chat. Okay, I'm in. It used to be called. Okay. Well, that's all the damage that I got to report. So thank you guys for coming by and this out. Maybe I'll have to rewatch this and see how it looked on my screen if I was getting anything on there. Thank you guys for coming by, and I'm going off to Hondo to check on my mom's damage. Bye guys.